Good morning everyone. In this lecture we will discuss a synchronous motor. A synchronous motor is a machine that converts AC electrical power into mechanical power at a constant speed called synchronous speed. Now what is this synchronous speed? This synchronous speed is nothing but the speed of rotating magnetic field. As we have discussed in case of induction motor, when we are giving balanced three-phase supply to the stator of induction motor, rotating magnetic field produced, and the speed of this rotating magnetic field is nothing but the synchronous speed. In case of induction motor, our rotor is lagging behind the stator. Our rotor is always trying to catch the speed of rotating magnetic field. Hence, rotor is always lagging with respect to stator speed. But in case of synchronous motor, both rotor and stator, they are moving with the same speed, that is the synchronous speed. So in case of a synchronous motor, the speed of your rotor is nothing but the synchronous speed, which is 120 F by P. So this is the synchronous motor. This is stator of a synchronous motor. Again, this stator is made by teeth and slot construction. Okay. This slots we have provided for a stator winding, where we are giving three-phase supply to produce rotating magnetic field. This is the salient pole rotor, or it is also called as projected pole rotor. Here the poles of a rotor are projected out as shown in the figure. This is two-pole motor, so there are two poles N and S. And on this rotor we are giving DC supply. In case of induction motor, we are not giving any kind of a supply to rotor. That's why your induction motor called as a self-starting motor. But this synchronous motor is not self-starting motor. We have to give supply to its rotor also and to stator also. So the first very important thing is we are giving balanced three-phase AC supply to the stator of a synchronous motor to produce rotating magnetic field, and we are giving DC supply to the rotor of synchronous motor, okay, to produce a poles. So this is the synchronous motor with the salient pole rotor or projected pole rotor. Now if we discuss the detailed construction of a synchronous motor, again there is a stator and rotor. The stator is the stationary part, as we have discussed. It carries the balanced three-phase winding, either connected in star or delta, and the main function of this winding is to produce rotating magnetic field. Now in a rotor, this is the rotating part in a motor. Again there are two types of a rotor: salient pole rotor called as projected pole type, and cylindrical type rotor called as non-salient type. So out of this first type we have discussed already in this figure. This is the projected pole type rotor, and this type of rotor is having large diameter, but its axial length is small, and this type of rotor is having low mechanical strength. Okay. The next type is cylindrical or non-salient type rotor. So this is the non-salient type rotor. In this, we are maintaining the air gap between the rotor and stator constant. If you observe this figure, the air gap between rotor and stator is non-uniform. Here air gap is different, and at this place air gap is different. But in case of a non-salient type rotor, the air gap is maintained constant. And this type of rotor is having low diameter but high axial length, and its mechanical strength is also good. This type of rotors are used for high loading capacity motors. Okay, so this is the constructional part of a synchronous motor. Again I am explaining. The stator is giving with the balanced three-phase AC supply, and the rotor is having a DC supply. Okay. Now we'll move towards the working principle of synchronous motor. Now working principle of synchronous motor is magnetic locking. So if we have two magnets, we know that the unlike poles of a magnet attracts each other. So N pole and S pole are coming closer to each other, they will get attract. There will be the tremendous force of attraction between N pole and S pole of two different magnets, and they will attract each other and become getting magnetically locked. Now if I move this first magnet in a clockwise manner, then the second magnet will also start moving in a clockwise manner like this. So this is nothing but the principle of working in case of synchronous motor. A stator which is having balanced three-phase supply will produce a rotating magnetic field. Now this rotating magnetic field is moving with the speed 120 F by P. Okay, this is 120 F by P. And the stator poles we consider, we have a two-pole stator, N1 and S1. And it is rotating with the speed Ns. Now, our rotor is having DC supply. By giving DC supply to the rotor, again it will produce two poles. Now, the name of these poles is N2 and S2. So, unlike pole, the stator pole N1 and the rotor pole S2, or stator pole, rotor pole N2 and stator pole S1, when these two are coming closer to each other, there will be the tremendous force of attraction between each other, and they will get magnetically locked. And as your stator moves with the speed ns, your rotor also moves with the speed ns. This should be happen as far as we have discussed, but this is not the practical case because of the inertia of rotor. Because our rotor is having high inertia, stator is not able to pull the rotor poles from the stationary position into its rotating position. And that's why our synchronous motor is called as non-self-starting motor. Now why motor is not self-starting, what exactly happened at the starting of synchronous motor, that we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.